Well, good evening and welcome. I'm honored to serve as your Master of Ceremony. My name is Eric Mullen. I'm the Associate Dean for Enrollment here at GRCC. Tina Hoxie, our Dean of Students, is unable to be here tonight for some matters. So she wanted me to send her best regards and wishes. It's one of her favorite evenings of the year, but I'm very excited to jump in and take that role with her. So you may know that we celebrated 100 years not too long ago. Just a few years ago, we celebrated our centennial, our 100 years as a college. We opened as Grand Rapids Junior College in 1914. Anybody only know us here as JC? Show of hands. Yeah, a few of you. Okay, welcome back. We're very glad to have you back. So after our opening in 1914, in 1928, we held the first induction of this honor society, Delta Pi Alpha, with the recognition of 17 student members. And since that 90 years of continuing this really amazing tradition, we have welcomed in 3,934 students have joined this honors organization and received this designation. That number includes you and the other 91 students from this year's class. That represents the top 5% of our students. So I'd like to share something with you before we start tonight. And that's that this career in education is an amazing, amazing profession. And it's because of you. You come to us and you share your stories with us. You share your backgrounds. You share your challenges with us, your hopes and your goals. And then you allow us to help shape and be an influence for your future stories. As a professional, that's a powerful and rewarding experience to be a part of. You become our students, and not just in the sense that you've come here and taken classes. It's because you've allowed us to become a part of your lives and grow, help you in your growth, and also to help write your future stories and success. So having told you that, it should come at no surprise for me to say simply, we are extremely proud of you. You have worked tremendously hard to reach this stage, and to do so with such a high level of success in your scholarship is truly a remarkable feat. We know you are very busy people. You balance your studies, your classes, with work, with families, lots of other obligations. So it is with that knowing, I'm so glad that we get to pause from our busy lives to celebrate, to take stock, and to be thankful. So with that said, I want to be the last thing that stands between you and a meal prepared by our internationally awarded culinary program. So at this time, I would like to invite our chairperson of the GRCC Board of Trustees, David Cucci, to provide a reflection for this evening.
Sure. He doesn't want to stand in between you guys getting to eat a meal. Then he introduces me, and I'm supposed to do something that will make you feel satisfied prior to your eating. Kind of reminds me of going to the missions in the urban center, where you would go in and you'd have to preach a sermon before people got a chance to eat some food, and you often wondered what the real value of that was. So with that in mind, if you're being honored here tonight, I would like you to just stand up, if you would. And I'd like you to remain standing. I'd like you to remain standing because I think better on my feet than I do when I'm sitting down. Now what I'd like you to do, in your mind, I would like you to leap to the year 2067. 50 years, 2067. And I want you to imagine yourself there, and if you're having some difficulty doing that, I am you 50 years from now. Trustee Bristol, if you would just stand, Trustee Bristol. Trustee Bristol is you 50 years from now. And now you're saying, you've got to be kidding me. I've worked so hard. Cynthia, you can sit down, but the rest can stand up. I've worked so hard to be in this upper 5%, and that's what it's going to look like in 50 years? Well, so let's go back to 2017. Let's wipe off those 50 years. You guys can do that, but Trustee Bristol and I can't do that. You see, we lived those 50 years. And in those 50 years, there were chapters of life. Careers, jobs, job changes, relationships made, relationships broken, joys, sorrows, unimaginable expectation, unimaginable disappointment, but various chapters of life. And as we go through our 50 years, those chapters become a book, and that book has a title. And as we watched men and women go through those 50 years, everyone had a title to their book. And there's some patterns in those titles that I think would be helpful for us tonight. There are lots of examples where we could see the title of my book is, I Want to Win. I want to win at all cost. There's nothing that matters any more to me than winning. Those books often don't end very well. In fact, it's extremely rare for those books to end well. The books that seem to end better are books written by authors who try to answer questions like, how can I practice law, or practice medicine, or prepare a meal, or teach a class, or parent a child, or serve a community in a way where someone else's life is better than it was before. So you guys get to pick the title of your book. You've got empty chapters ahead of you. What's the title of that book going to be? Now we can sit down and eat our meal.
Thank you, Chairperson Cucci. So just a couple of notes I'd like to make you aware before we have time for dinner together tonight. The meal is gluten-free, however, the desserts are not. So I just want to make sure, I know that's like, really, you put that in front of me, and sorry. But I just want to make you aware of that. Also, if you do need to use the restrooms, they are diagonal from where we are right now. So enjoy each other's companies. We'll be back in touch in just a few after dinner to start our ceremony. And please stay at your seats until one of our team members have come and released your table. Thank you. Well, welcome back. We're going to begin our second part of the program this evening. At this time, I was hoping to introduce you to Dr. Stephen Ender, who is the current president of Grand Rapids Community College. Unfortunately, he has been sick this week and sends his regrets. As I talked earlier about being able to take time to celebrate, I know, one, he loves this event as well. He really enjoys being a part of this. Many of you have probably passed him in the halls or had a chance to meet him, know that he's very deeply interested in how well our students do and is very proud of them. And also I wanted to just make some note here. I hope that you're going to join us for our commencement activities, which is just 2 weeks from tomorrow, which is hard to believe. But we're looking forward to celebrating that milestone with our students. And it's truly a milestone for Dr. Ender as well. He's actually retiring I think at 11:59 p.m. that night. He's had an incredible career in higher education, and we've just been so fortunate to be on the end of his career because he's brought so much incredible improvement to our community. So if you do get a chance to see him between now and then, I know it would mean a ton to him to say thank you and congratulations. He's just made our community much stronger and moving forward. And you heard me mention earlier that we have been a community college for over 100 years. And we've only had Dr. Ender as our 9th president in that time, which is truly remarkable. I think the average span of a president is like in the ballpark of 18 months, maybe. Maybe it's longer than that. But so our next, I'm going to get in big trouble where I'm going here. No, but it's been something, a testament of our community and the leadership that we attract and that we bring to GRCC, that we get our leadership to stay with us for long and really see amazing changes unfold in our community here at GRCC and within West Michigan. So although I'm not able to introduce our 9th president to you, I do get to introduce our 10th president to you. He currently serves as our vice president for workforce development as well as the dean, but at 12 a.m. that Saturday, please join me in welcoming Dr. Bill Pink.
Good evening. Oh, come on, good evening. Good evening. Good. I was worried about you guys back there. I didn't hear it coming from there. You guys, you're here. It's good to hear from you. Welcome. And I just found out from what Eric just shared with us that we're starting our next presidential search for our 11th president. Because if I last 18 months, then we better start that search now. I plan to stay longer than that. But I want to, first of all, start out by again saying welcome. It's good to see this crowd here tonight, and it's good to see this crowd on such an occasion as this. Rarely in the life of our institutions do we get to really, truly sit down a while and take a moment and a breath and celebrate the fact that we have graduates who not only are graduating and getting a college degree. Let me say that again. Family members may want to hoop and yell. See, you got to understand, in a presidency that I am honored to take at GRCC, I'm about celebration. I'm about letting people know how well they've done. I'm about just having a party when it comes to people being successful. So I believe in pomp and circumstance, but I also believe in just have a good time. So let me say it again. Since we have people who are graduating with a degree, you got to understand this, this idea of graduating and getting a college degree, getting a certificate, getting an associate's degree. It is not just any and everybody that you walk on the street and know that they have that. As a matter of fact, you guys who are getting ready here in 2 weeks to celebrate, and I really hope to see you 2 weeks from tomorrow night at graduation, you've got to understand, you are among a select few people in this country who can celebrate the fact that you are getting past that milestone. And so don't hide the fact that you are accomplishing that degree. Don't hide that fact. Celebrate it. You have people sitting around you right now who celebrated with you, but celebrate the fact of that accomplishment. I'm sorry, I'm getting going here, but it's that kind of occasion. And so make sure you understand the celebration of this occasion is a good thing. And we get to celebrate with you tonight in this accomplishment of being inducted into Delta Pi Alpha, which is a great honors society to be a part of. And so as we welcome you here, I want to introduce a few people to you, just have a little recognition, because we are honored tonight to have 4 of our board members here at GRCC here with us tonight. I'm going to ask them to stand, and then as I introduce the 4 of them, at the end of that, I want you to give them a round of applause. Here are our trustees who are here with us tonight. Trustee Kathleen Brunsma, Trustee Deb Bailey, Trustee Cynthia Bristol, and Chairperson Dave Cucci. Big round of applause for our trustees. You also know that you had the opportunity to invite some special guests here tonight. And so aside from seeing graduates here in front of me, I'm also seeing family and friends. I'm also seeing faculty and staff. And so at this time, if you are one of our faculty and staff members that were invited by some of our guests tonight, would you please stand so we can recognize our faculty and staff tonight? Friends, make no mistake about it, when it comes to you accomplishing what you've accomplished, there are a lot of people who have a hand in it, but the people who just stood are so instrumental in that. Our faculty and staff here at GRCC, we are blessed to have quality faculty and staff here. and fortunate in that regard, in that not every institution can celebrate that the way we can. So I thank our faculty and staff. And then also graduates and those who we are celebrating tonight, I'm going to give you an opportunity right now to recognize the family and friends that you have invited tonight, because I'm going to ask them to stand, and if you really want to let them know just how much you appreciate what they have done, because I know there are people here tonight that have endured some things, endured having to take care of kids while you're studying, endured having to listen to you when you're going, he gave me a what on that paper? You know, all those things that they have had to endure to get you to this point tonight. I'm going to give you an opportunity to celebrate them. So family and friends who are guests here, please stand so we can recognize you. Graduates, it's a great occasion, and you have definitely accomplished a huge milestone, not only in getting this credential, this degree, this milestone of a degree, but also having finished in the top 5% at this great institution. My challenge to you tonight is to really think about what is your next. What's that next thing? Because, you know, you've accomplished this degree, and that is awesome. We celebrate you tonight. We will celebrate you again in 2 weeks. But then, what is your next? One of the worst things that people do with education is have it sit on a shelf. Whether it be that you go home and you set the diploma on a shelf, the cover on a shelf, whether you not do a thing with what you've just accomplished, I think that's one of the worst things that we sometimes do with education. And just because that you may decide that you're going to take a break, that you're going to get into your job, that you're just going to maybe in some cases be a house parent, that's fine. But as long as you know what that next is, as long as the plan says, here's what I'm doing with my next, because it's up to you now. You've got a credential that you can celebrate. Now decide what's next. What my professor said to me when I was getting my doctorate degree is when I was telling him about this great, wonderful dissertation I was going to write, she looked at me and said, "So what?" And it was a good question. So what? You're going to study and you're going to prove this particular point, but what is it going to do to advance the profession? What's it going to do, Bill, to advance our society? That's the same thing I say to you. You're accomplishing this, so what? What are you going to make of it? Because now you have that accomplishment. Now you have that celebration, but at the same time, I say to you, what is your next? I encourage the people sitting around you to help you in deciding that next, because they've been watching all this time. They've either been instructing you or they've been living with you. They know the goods and the bads, the pretties and the uglies. Ask them about it. What do you see as that next? Get that input, but you decide. You get to write your narrative. You don't let anybody else write your narrative for you. You write your narrative. And you say, here's what it's going to say. That you decide what the narrative says, and you decide what your next is. And one day, I hope you come back to GRCC, find this tall, bald-headed guy standing here and say, Pink, here's what my next was. Because I would love to hear what you decided. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Pink. So this has come to the time. We get to recognize and celebrate all of you. This is our favorite time of the evening. To help us get this kicked off, I'd like to welcome to the podium our Dean of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Michael Vargo.
All right, this is fantastic. This is my favorite night of the academic calendar. It honestly is. Graduation is tremendous, and I hope to see you all there, but this is my favorite night. I've got the privilege this evening of announcing the new Delta Pi Alpha recipients. Dr. Bill Pink is going to confer the honor by presenting each of you with a gold medallion. I've heard rumor that it's possibly a solid gold medallion, but that's just, it's just a rumor. A staff member will cue each recipient to move into position for recognition. I ask that you come to this end of the room, where you guys are already at, way to go, okay? You are going to move forward when you're signaled to do so. Now, finally, it's been a tradition to offer you the opportunity to say a few words about your experience at Grand Rapids Community College and to introduce your guests here with you this evening to celebrate your outstanding academic achievement. So let's get started, should we? Our first Delta Pi Alpha recipient is Bethany Osthoff.
Hi, I'd just like to thank the GRCC faculty and staff, and specifically my guest tonight, Brian Hadley, for pushing me to strive for academic excellence.
LaQuisha Beasley.
I wrote a speech, but I won't put you guys through all that. I want to thank, trying not to get emotional, but I want to thank each and every one of my chef instructors at Sekia, because you guys made the world a difference educationally, personally, and professionally, and I will hold that in my heart forever. I want to thank my oldest daughter who came tonight for always being my #1 fan, my father-in-law for loving my cooking and just encouraging me to continue. Chef Charlie, he was my special guest tonight, and I want to thank him. He was my first favorite instructor, and he helped me along the way with words of encouragement, scholarship opportunities, and all of that, and I can't thank you enough for that. And last but not least, I want to thank my man who stuck by me, took care of my kids, put up with my attitude. And he's been with me every step of the way, and without all of that support, I would not be standing here. And I want to thank GRCC for recognizing a girl, because, man, it feels good.
John Benjamin.
I just want to take this opportunity. I want to thank God for all the blessings in my life and for giving me even this second opportunity at further education and to pursue a dream of learning automotive technology. I want to thank Chad Loningstein and his automotive staff just for the awesome instruction and all the things that they invested in my life as I went through the program. I want to thank my wonderful family, my wife Karen, my 2 older daughters who are here. My wife is a saint for putting up for 4 years of sometimes 3 nights a week, working 40 hours a week doing that. So I just want to thank you so much for all your support.
Jeremy Bennett.
Well, it's been a long road for me. I know it's only a 2-year degree, but I have a busy life just like a lot of you do. So it's been a long road, and I've had a lot of help along the way, including family and friends. But mostly I'd like to thank Professor Andrew Rozema for spending not just class time, but a lot of his own personal time helping me out on the side to get to where I am. And glad it's finally here. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Jake Byer.
Well, first off, I see a lot of my classmates out there as well. I wanted to thank you all for being so supportive and pushing me to do even better and keeping a lot of the work fun and humorous, even if it's stressful in the kitchen. Next, I want to thank, I see a lot of the chefs out there too, Chef Schultz, Chef Heckwell, Chef Charlie as well, and I'm sure there's a few more, for constantly pushing me and allowing me to grow and taking your time out even outside of just the classes to really help me out, allow me to grow. It's been amazing. And then I want to thank my parents and my brothers as well for always supporting me, even when I call them in the middle of the day, tell them I'm going to stop them for 6 months, so, as well for an internship, and they're just very casual about it. It's like, it'll be good as well. And then always being supportive and really pushing me to grow, so I just want to thank them as well.
Alida Brown.
I'm just going to keep this short because I'm not a public speaker. I just want to thank my husband who's here with me tonight. He's put up with a lot of me pulling my hair out over some assignments and papers. And I just want to thank my special guest, Mrs. Jeannie Dauber, who was my spectacular math teacher. And she helped me grow as a learner and as an individual. And I'm just really glad that she's here tonight. So thank you.
Caitlin Carey.
Tonight, I am one of 2 Police Academy graduates. I don't see the other one here. I just want to recognize how awesome the program is here. I start my first job on Monday, so yay to that. Thank you. I just want to go ahead and thank Director Jody Richhart and her assistant, Mrs. Crapo. They have been absolutely amazing through this whole journey, and they got me started in classes within 2 weeks of deciding nursing school wasn't my thing anymore. I also wanted to thank Chief Greg Long. He's an awesome instructor, a good family friend of ours, and he's just been extremely supportive, and I know that he'll be there through everything. Thank you.
Kelsey Chandler.
Hello. I would like to thank my family who's here with me today, my father, Robert, and my sisters, Michaela and Lydia, and also my boyfriend, David, for supporting me throughout all of this journey when things got tough and really inspiring me to keep going. And to the faculty and staff, I would like to thank you for your guidance and your instruction. Sometimes the classes were hard, but you guys really made the difference. Thank you.
Sister Anne Marie Check.
Well, for me too, it's been a long educational journey with a lot of false starts, and but I found in the music department at GRCC a group with wonderful camaraderie and passion for music that I've not experienced in any of my other educational forays. So I would like to thank everyone from the music department at GRCC and my classmates as well. We're very close now through all of our struggles and studies, but specifically my special guest tonight, our flute instructor, Carmen Murray, whose instruction has not only been invaluable musically, but has been applicable to every aspect of my life.
Rena Curtis.
So I actually do have a speech, and I guess you're going to have to bear with me, but I promise it will be brief. I just wanted to congratulate all my fellow classmates for achieving this honor. It's a huge honor to take on, and you should be proud of yourselves. You know, one of the things that sets this community college apart from other colleges is the diversity. There are many different races, ethnicities, religions, ages, and really any different parts of the world that come here, and just general walks of life. And that's what makes it special, is that each of us have had a different journey here at GRCC, but although our journey's been different, there's one thing that we have in common. We have definitely had obstacles that could have stopped us from being here at this dinner tonight. And one of the biggest obstacles for me was when my father died in 2016, and it was a real struggle to carry on. And he was one of my most vocal supporters, and it was hard to lose his encouraging voice. And I really wanted to quit. I didn't want to continue on. But I pressed on, and here I am going to be getting my associate's degree in business, majoring in accounting. And so I'm really excited about that. But while watching the Shark Tank, believe it or not, I was reminded that quitting is not an option. You know, Robert, they did a profile on him and his family, and it really touched my heart. They were immigrants here to the United States, and they had a lot of struggles and sacrifices that his parents went through in order for Robert to be where he was today. And I will never forget what Robert said. He said that his parents, they went through so much and so much pain and so much hard work that for him to squander his life and not do anything, that would have been undeserving for them. And I think we can all say that as students here tonight, that about our parents, that it would be undeserving if we did not complete our journey here at GRCC. And I definitely think we can say that of maybe our siblings that have obtained a degree before us, or even GRC's alumni, that it would be undeserving to them if we did not complete our journey here as well. But they paved the way for us to be successful here. And it would be undeserving to the professors, instructors, and the faculty staff here. And it would be undeserving to them because they have so much faith in our abilities. So as we continue on with our journey, whether it's a four-year college or whether it's onto the workforce, I hope that we remember those obstacles and challenges we had here, but also how we were able to persevere. Thank you.
Angela Depew.
Hi, I want to thank my mom for encouraging me to go back. I'm okay. I want to thank my mom for encouraging me to go back to college in the first place and get another degree. And for all those times when you made dinner for my kids and my husband while I was in the class. And all those times you just encouraged me. I just want to thank you for that because I wouldn't be here. I would not be here if you had not told me to go for it. So thank you. I also want to thank each and every one of my professors, the chefs, the college people who are here. Every single one of you brings something marvelous and special and valuable to the class. Each and every one of you have taught me so much about this profession, so much about how to serve people. And I just want to thank you for that. And thank you for always being supportive, always being encouraging, always being patient. I appreciate that as well, so just thank you.
Kirk Dixon.
I would just like to start by thanking my dad for all his support, and I'd like to thank my teacher, Professor Hadley, for all the encouragement and just always challenging me with all his impossible tests. And I'd like to thank my coach, Matt Cecilia, for teaching me not to set limits on what I can do. And I'd like to finish by saying thanks to God for all the gifts He's given me and all the people He's blessed me with.
Liliana Dyke.
I'd just like to thank everyone who helped me, including my family and friends and all my teachers, especially Professor Walstead.
Alyssa Echeverria.
Hi, I would like to thank my family for being here tonight and for all their support through my academic success. Also, Professor Barnhart. He made accounting very fun and easy to learn, and I loved his class. And also, he helped me with scholarships, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much.
Bisrat Fayessa.
First of all, I would like to thank God for everything, and I'd like to thank my professors and staff, especially Dr. Batten, Dr. Forbes, Dr. Link, and thank you for everything.
Laura Fiddler.
I'd just like to thank GRCC for the opportunity, and for my husband, who's here tonight with me, for his never-ending support and his sense of humor through the last 4 years. And also, I'd just like to say that I'm thankful for my professor, Nancy Forrest, who held my hand through math. And I'm thankful that the title of your chapter says that I want to help every student in my class to feel successful and be empowered to finish and finish well. Thank you.
Judith Fitzpatrick.
I would like to thank God, first of all, and also my family for their support, and for my special guest, Katie Budden, for being there not just as a professor, but as a friend. Thank you.
Cassandra Fleer.
Hello. I'd like to thank the Lord, first of all, for my life and this passion that I have. Thank you to my friends and family who have supported my decision to go to culinary school and who are always willing to help me eat my homework. And I'd like to thank my special guest, Chef Heckwolf, who has really inspired me to see what a female chef can really be. Thank you.
Andrew Fotis.
I'd like to thank God for giving me the abilities and health to pursue an education. Not everybody gets that, and I'm very fortunate to have it. I'd like to thank my family. I have a lot of respect for what they have done and what they continue to do and how much they support me. And I'd also like to thank my special guest, Brian Morse, for being a phenomenal mentor along my journey here.
Elizabeth Gaunt.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone here. I'm very honored to receive this recognition and be around others who can appreciate it. I am very glad to have been a part of Grand Rapids Community College. I take pride in that and being a part of the city of Grand Rapids. And of course, I want to thank my mom. She's been there through everything, and I appreciate you.
Caleb Graveldinger.
Thank you. I'd like to thank a few people. First of all, I would like to thank the people that I brought. I didn't bring a professor, but I brought 2 people along with me, Lene Selberg and Aaron Busker, who are part of the Counseling and Support Center. And I don't think I would have made it through my time here if I hadn't had them to back me up outside of class. They helped me through a lot of personal struggles and a lot of academic struggles, and I really appreciated them being here. And also, I'd love to thank my beautiful fiance, who I'll be marrying in 2 months. And thank you. I don't think I could have made it without her being there for me. So, and then I'd like to thank God, of course, for all that He provides for me. So, and then thank you to GRCC. I'm going to miss you a lot.
Abigail Hathaway.
Okay, so like every college student, I'm a procrastinator and I didn't prepare for this speech tonight. So I do want to thank my dad. Of all the people, he has been the biggest support in my entire life. And I love you, Daddy. And I haven't taken an online class in a few years here at GRCC. I've gone the online route. But I do recognize a few faces, and I want to say thank you for all of the support that I've had from my professors here. And I must say, if you hath a will, then you hath a way. Never give up.
Gregory Haven.
Thank you. I'd first like to say thanks to God for all the blessings and gifts He's given me. I want to thank my parents, Barry and Linda, who I know as Mom and Dad, for all the support and encouragement, and also my amazing wife, Tiffany, for all the help at home and taking care of the kids. And then finally, the faculty and staff here at GRCC, especially Ron Wentland, who found a way to make some classes really interesting. Like, if you can make mechanical codes interesting, you know, you're doing something right. So, thank you very much.
Jacob Hayeswinkle.
Hi, everyone. I brought 2 people with me. I brought Professor Jennifer Knopf, and I brought my boyfriend, Michael Boo. I brought Professor Knopf because she helped me from like the minute I walked into GRCC. I didn't even know what major I was going to pick, and she helped me decide on accounting. She made the class fun, and when I started to struggle, she wouldn't let me switch. So she's been my biggest supporter, and like even as I'm leaving GRCC, she's helping me figure out the next steps that I need to take. And then, you know, my boyfriend's been great. You know, he helps me. You know, he's just a shoulder to cry on when you fail an exam and you just don't do well. He's been there for me. So thank you both so much. Thank you.
Kathy Hicks. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the newest dean of the School of Workforce Development and my good friend, Dr. Amy Koenig.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is this. Much better. I like that. That's good. This is such a great night, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. So let's keep the fun going, okay? Madeline Johnson.
Hello. I'd like to start by thanking Professor Laura Kennett for how inspirational she's been, influential in my interest in the health field. It's been great. I'd like to thank Ms. Lisa Freiberger for all the help that she's given me outside the classroom and just guidance. And I'd like to thank my parents. You guys have been awesome. The highs and the lows, you've been there, and I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for me. And I'm really looking forward to the future and what God has laid out for me. Thank you.
Melissa Klomparens.
I'd just like to thank all the professors in the child development department. You guys are amazing. And thank you, Mom, for supporting me.
Kim Cucci.
I would just like to thank my family and friends and all of my chef instructors for making it so fun. And I wanted to come every day and was so excited. And I don't want it to end, but thank you very much.
Alex Konwerski.
So I don't have a special guest tonight because I did sign up for dinner a little late, so it's been a little bit of a surprise. However, for the faculty that I have been a part of, I would like to thank Dr. Forbes. I don't know if he's here tonight or not. I took Anatomy and Physiology 2 with him at 7:45 in the morning, and I will say for the winter semester the drive was terrible, but I wanted to be there every morning because he made the class so exciting. He was a phenomenal instructor, and I hate to pick favorites because I've had such a good lineup of professors here. I would also like to thank Lene Selberg. She has been my honors advisor and has helped me line up all my courses, has helped me attend events like this, helped me get my transfer set up to go to Grand Valley for mechanical engineering, and honestly, the GRCC faculty has been fantastic here. Thank you. And I'd like to also thank my guests, my mom, and my little brother who's filling in for my dad because he's out of town. And my girlfriend. You guys have been great, and can't imagine doing this without you guys. Thank you.
Anna Lietzma.
So many people to thank. Firstly, I need to thank God for his blessing and giving me the passion that I have for music. Like Sister Ann said, there's a lot of friendship and support among all of the students and the faculty in the music department, and that has been huge for me. I'd specifically like to thank all of my private instructors and especially my special guest, Dr. Barton. Thank you for helping me believe that pursuing my passion is actually achievable. Thank you for the investment that you have made in my life, not as only as a musician, but as a person. Thank you so much.
Haley Lickovile.
like to thank all of GRCC for even allowing this to happen. My special guest is Professor Linnell Talbert. She just carries herself with so much grace and has made me respect her in such a extensive way, just her passion and how we were talking even today, how that even in your hardest times that you can't give up and that you can still achieve whatever you want. And along with my mom, who she's a teacher and she's just showed the value of education and that how far knowledge can take you, not only in the classroom but outside of it. And even assignments that we were given, now jobs that I have not even related to what I learned in class have now applied to what I'm using now, and I would have never expected that. And without GRCC, I would not have met my soon-to-be husband. So, I mean, God's timing's perfect, and thank you.
Mary Mutani.
I would like to thank God, first of all, for this opportunity and for everything He's given me. I'd like to thank my parents for letting me stay at home, not kicking me out. All the teachers I've had throughout the past couple of years, and especially the whole child development program, has been awesome. And so also, especially my special guest, Teresa Heat-Heiss, who was my children's lit professor. One thing she taught me was just something she said in class, which I think she said in passing, but I remember, passion is great, compassion is better.
Shalena Maljars.
I want to thank my family and culinary instructors, especially Chef Schultz. You inspire me and you have taught me so much. Thank you.
Andrea Ondras.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Lina Zellberg for all the guidance that she provided me while I was here at GRCC. I would like to thank all the professors from business department and pretty much all GRCC faculty for their incredible dedication to their students and for sharing their passion and knowledge with us. I would also like to thank GRCC administration for a large variety of scholarship opportunities that they provide to students, so it makes it possible for anybody to attend, and including non-traditional students like me, and pursue their dreams and really get access to truly world-class education here at GRCC. And the last but not least, I would like to thank my husband, Dr. Libor Ondras, who is here with me tonight, for just endless patience and encouragement and continuous support. I would not be standing here tonight if it wasn't for him. Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you.
Joe Skirbinski.
I would like to thank my wife, Karen, for her support during this journey and for providing her additional help with our young children at home.
April Shirey.
Hi, I'd like to thank, well, first my husband. He's amazing and incredible and listened to me complain and lament through the last couple years, and everybody at GRCC, including trustees and everybody involved, and my special guest, Professor DeVivo, who helped me discover geography and find my path and push me towards scholarships and amazing academic achievements that I've achieved at GRCC. And this community college is just awesome. So thanks, everybody.
Allison Singer.
I'd like to thank God and my parents and Laura Kennett for coming tonight. Thank you.
Samuel Slaw.
I think there are primarily two reasons why someone would attend a community college. First, it's a cost-effective way to obtain a 2-year degree. And secondly, you may not be sure what you'd like to study. Both of these for me. At GRCC, I've not only had the ability to explore different subjects, but it's also enabled me to have wonderful interactions with faculty and staff, such as my guest, Michael Shavy. Through his encouragement, I've been able to join the honors program, which found me in Honors American Gov, which allowed me to discover my passion of political science at a time where it could not be more timely and didactic. I'm confident, yeah, nice word, right? Yeah. It was good, yeah, it was good. Yeah. I have more to say, but to sum it all up, I'm confident that the tools and skills learned at GRCC will help me not only in my career endeavors, but also my personal ones. Thank you.
Kristen Tiffany.
I'd like to say thank you to my family and friends and Laura Kennett for coming. She's awesome at exercise science. Thank you.
Trenton Van Bronckhorst.
Well, first I would like to give God thanks for the opportunity that I have to be here today and for all the ways that he's helped me on my journey here at GRCC. I would also like to thank my family, my siblings, and also my wonderful parents who are here tonight. I love both of you, and yeah, thank you so much for all the support that you've given me these last 2 years.
Jacqueline Van Essen.
I didn't bring a specific professor because over the few years that I've been doing this, I've had so many great professors both online and on campus. It was hard to choose just one. So thank God for this opportunity, and thank you, my parents, who have been just an amazing support system.
Tammy Vanderwerf.
I'd like to thank God for blessing me with amazing family, my parents who are here today, my sister, my niece, and all the teachers that have instructed me and taught me how to make great food. And I'd also like to thank the college. The rest of the staff here is amazing.
Jessica Verbeek.
I would like to thank my God for giving me all the blessings that he has given me and for giving me the brain to do whatever I want to do, I guess. And I would also like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout this journey. Thank you.
Ryan Wall.
I'll start with my family and friends. My brother, who's been my biggest inspiration, I'd like to thank him.
my fiance Ashton, for who some reason agreed to marry me even though she never sees me. She's just been my biggest supporter. But all my chefs here, I've taken something away from each and every single one of you. Chef Charlie, for getting me so many help with scholarships. Just wouldn't have been able to do it without that. And he's not here tonight, but Chef Angus Campbell, who really just taught me priceless amounts of things, and never letting me settle for mediocrity, as none of us should. Thank you.
Olivia Wazinski.
GRCC is the third community college I've had the pleasure to attend, and by far it has been my favorite. I would like to thank the entire science department for making it easy to learn and exciting. I also learned and was able to grow as a person. It's one thing having the right answer, and it's another having the best answer. I would also like to thank my family for being supportive of all of my anxiety and helping with my children. Thank you.
Allison West.
All right, so first off, I'd like to thank all my culinary instructors for never failing to make class super fun and always pushing me to be as best as I can. And I'd also like to thank my family for always putting up with me when I come home from class, like super stressed out or frustrated. They always were there to help me through. All right, thank you.
Kristen Ye.
Last but not least, I'd like to thank my family, my husband, and my 4 kids have been my biggest supporters in the decision to go back to school and get a new degree. And they have encouraged me through these last 4 years as I've plugged away one class at a time in the midst of a busy family. So thank you.
I'm sure you're all going to agree that it was a wonderful evening. We're not quite done yet, okay? What I would like to do is to ask all of our Delta Pi Alpha recipients to stand, please. This completes the list of the Delta Pi Alpha honor recipients attending this evening for the academic year 2016-17. Please join me in congratulating them on their induction into the Delta Pi Alpha Society at Grand Rapids Community College. I'm going to ask Dr. Pink to come back up to the podium, and Dr. Pink will be announcing the 4.0 honor students. You may seat yourselves.
So as we mentioned, to graduate top 5% of the class is an incredible accomplishment, but we want to take some time to recognize a few individuals who not only are graduating in the top 5%, but as Dr. Koning said, are graduating with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. So when I call your name, if you would come forward and just remain standing here in the front of the stage, and we will be giving you a plaque and recognizing you for this incredible accomplishment. So I'll call your name at this time. Bethany Ostef. Oh, you can clap. It's okay. Liliana Dyke. Alisa Ashvaria. Elizabeth Gaunt. Anna Liestma. Mary Mutani. Andrea Andreas. Tammy Vanderwolf. And Kristen Ye. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you are 9 of the 13 students who this year have received a perfect 4.0 grade point average and are here with us, the ones that are here with us this evening. Obviously, this is a truly an incredible and outstanding academic accomplishment. Please join me in recognizing their academic excellence with your applause. Please, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Ladies, you may return to your seats. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Dr. Lori Chesley. Dr. Chesley is our Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Provost Chesley this evening will introduce to you the 2017 Arthur Andrews Cup recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Chesley.
I place it. Bill, we talked about this.
And you moved it down so well.
Okay. All right. There we go. Good evening. It is my pleasure to present the 2017 Arthur Andrews Award. This gold cup symbolizes excellence and academic for each Delta Pi Alpha member, for all of you. A share of it belongs to all of you. Permanent possession of this cup, however, is given to the new Delta Pi Alpha member who has earned the highest grade point average. This cup also honors the memory of Arthur Andrews, who was the president of Grand Rapids Junior College for 35 years from 1919 to 1955. Arthur Andrews valued the college and its academic integrity. He often made the point, we must give our students an education as good or better than they would receive at the university. The records of GRJC and GRCC students who have gone on to further study clearly show that his colleagues and successors have continued to espouse this lofty goal. The present graduating class, whose top students we honor today, includes 13 who have earned a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. You can't do better than all A's. So how do we decide who wins this prestigious award? We do this by choosing the student from among the 13 who has earned the most credits. It gives me great pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2017 Arthur Andrews Cup, Tammy Vanderwerf.
Once again, I'd like to thank all my teachers, my parents, my sister. Hasn't been super easy going through school. It's been about 3 years instead of 2. Just going through work and school and
family issues, and it's I'd like to thank all the help that I've gotten through the foundation, Pell Grants, and scholarships. I couldn't have done it without all the academic help, the financial aid, and all the support from my family and some amazing teachers that work here. Thank you all.
What a great evening. Eric, I think you have some closing remarks. Thank you.
Lori, we talked about this. I just want everybody to know that Dr. Pink leaned over and said, "I'm going to break Arthur Andrews' streak as president." So, and I believe it. I believe it. So I just want to say a couple thank yous. Someone, these things don't happen on their own. Our beloved colleague in our student affairs area, Kathy Novisky, spent tireless hours making sure that tonight went off of the hitch. She's probably hiding right now. She doesn't want to be recognized, but I'd like to give her a nice round of applause and thank you. There she is. As you heard tonight, we had a chance to recognize many of our students in our outstanding Second Institute for Culinary Education. Many of those faculty are here in this room as well. I'd like to thank all of them and Chef Luba and the many students who prepared our wonderful meal this evening. Thank you so much. So in some ways, you are done. You get to complete this portion. You probably thought you didn't have much homework moving forward from GRCC, but I think tonight's night was all about writing more. And so that may not be literal, but we expect great things from you, and we know you have many chapters yet to fill. I really appreciated Chairperson Cucci's remarks tonight about taking control of what that book is and where you go. Go forth. Do great things. We have high expectations for you. And make sure you do, as Dr. Pink said, come back and see us. Tell us about your story. We'd love to connect you with our alumni association, potential mentors for other students here. Come back and make sure that this is part of your home and a part of your story. Have a great night, and congratulations.